Hey, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be doing another walk around of our most recent camper as usual. This camper came out the workshop about 2 or 3 days ago, and Fred is going to be coming tomorrow to our showroom to collect this camper, so we're really excited to hand this over to Fred. We worked really closely with Fred. He went through the source and convert process, so we actually sourced this van from a VW dealership. We got the perfect van for him, and then we've worked really closely with Fred to choose all the colours and the extras and everything on the van as well. So I'm really excited to share this van with you. It's a really nice spec of base model, and Fred's chosen some really nice colours in the back of the van as well. And I'd love to get your feedback as usual, so please put your thoughts and comments in the section below this video on YouTube. So what I'll do first of all is I'm going to put up a little bit of drone footage of the camper just so you can see it from a distance from outside. I've just put the drone round the van for you, and like I say, I'll talk through the base vehicle and we'll jump in the back and do a full tour of the interior. So make sure you hang around till the end and I will see you outside. Okay, here we are. So this is a VW T6.1 Highline. The colour is Indium Grey and it's on a 23 plate. And the mileage on the van is just over 5,000 miles. It's really low mileage. It's actually a really nice spec van, this, because it's actually a manual, but it's the 150 horsepower manual engine, which is quite rare. We find it quite difficult to find these vans when people are looking for them. And they do drive really nicely, these 150 manuals. So if you are looking for a manual van, we can find plenty of the 110, which is the standard horsepower engines. But if you want a 150 manual, we can certainly look for you, but they're just a little bit more difficult to find than the 110s and also the automatics as well. So this van's had our Explorer package, so it's had the full external modifications. It's had the 20-inch Riviera alloys and brand new tyres. It's had the gloss black sidebars and the front splitter. Then it's also had the colour-coded rear spoiler on the back as well. And Fred actually went for the bronze alloys, and we've not fitted bronze alloys on an Indium Grey van before. So I'd be keen to get your feedback on that combination with the bronze and the Indium Grey. So do let us know, or do let me know in the comment section below on YouTube. Let me know what you think. So he's kept the VW badge standard and the grille trim standard, but I think it looks really nice, and I really do like the Indium Grey vans. I think it's the kind of colour that you won't get bored of, and it goes well with a lot of different interiors. So Indium Grey is a really good choice, and we can normally find them quite easily. So what I'll do is cut to the chase now, and I'm going to jump into the back of the van, and I'm going to talk you through all of the colour choices that Fred went for in the back of the van, and I'll talk through the Explorer package as well. Okay, so what I'll do then is just talk through the colour choices first, and then I'll talk through some of the Explorer features in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos. So the furniture colour on this van is the Monument Grey, and we've done 2 or 3 campers in the recent past in Monument Grey, and I think this is my favourite colour. I really do like this. It's like a matte finish, and it's kind of a grey-blue colour, but it's not too bright. It's just a really nice colour, and it goes really well with these seats, which are the petrol seats. And you may recall we did a Ravenna blue van fairly recently in this exact configuration, the exact same colours. It looked really nice on the Ravenna blue van, and we've put sort of grey blue stitching in there to match the seats so they don't stand out too much. So you've got the blue VW logos and then the stitching to match, and these seats are the rib design. So we do either the Bentley, which is the diamond style, but these are the ribbed. And I'd like to know what you would have if you were to have a camper. Would you have the rib seats or the Bentley? Let us know again in the comment section below. And then Fred has gone for the solid oak worktop and table. We haven't actually done an oak worktop for 2 or 3 vans. It's been the acrylic. So you've got the oak worktop and table. You've got the light grey acrylic splashback, and then he's gone for the slate blind, which is a really dark grey, and that contrasts really well with that light grey splashback. And then he's gone for the silver timbre, and then obviously the silver fridge as well. And then Fred decided to keep the double seat on this van. So this van did obviously come with a double seat from standard, and he wanted to keep this because the benefit of a double seat is that you can slide it out into the van. So we've put a sliding mechanism on the seat because it's much easier when it's slid out like that into the van to be able to swivel it round. But the bonus of that is that it means you can get the seat right up to the table. So you can all sit round the table and get right up to it. which I think is a really big benefit. It does really help. But one of the downsides to the double seat is that you can't get into the back of the van from the front without getting out the van. You've got very little space there, so you can't really squeeze through that gap. So you do have to get out the van no matter what the weather is with the double seat. But some people just don't mind that. You know, that's not a problem for most people. But then you also get some storage in the double seat. That's another bonus. So you just lift this seat up and you can actually flip this over and you've got some storage inside there, which obviously is a benefit inside a camper because you have got limited space in the van. And then all you do then is just slide that seat back into its normal position out the way if you want to sit back a little bit. And then because the van is an Explorer, we have put the sport seat in the front, so you've got a sport driver's seat. We can't do the same on the double, obviously. It's not the same configuration, so we can't put the sports foam into the double, but we do it on the driver's seat, which looks really, really nice. And obviously this upholstery matches the rib bed at the back as well. So I'll just quickly talk you through the cupboard space and storage that you've got in the van, in case you haven't really seen any of our previous videos. So first of all, you've got a nice little size cutlery drawer in there, and we do provide a little cutlery tray in there as well, which we haven't put in here yet. And then you've got the Dometic fridge freezer, which is a decent sized fridge and a nice little freezer compartment, and these are really good quality fridges, and you know, they will last a long time. And then you've got some really good storage space now in our vans. You've got a nice big cupboard at the top here, which has got plenty of space in there, and then you've also got one at the bottom here, which actually does go round the corner a little bit, so quite a lot of space in that cupboard. And that does fit a 145 porta potty, absolutely perfectly fits in there. So if you do want a porta potty on board, you can store it in that cupboard. And then with regard to the rib bed, you've got a big door here which comes all the way down, and then you can get right inside under the bed there. Well, that's the biggest storage space in the van, inside the bed or underneath the bed there. And then you can access that from the rear of the van as well. And then because it's the Explorer, you've got the rib bed. So the Traveller comes with the rock and roll, and the Explorer comes with the rib bed, which most people prefer. It's just a bit more versatile and certainly more comfortable to sit on as a passenger. And then with regard to the electrics, you've got the 7-inch digital display there, which controls your strip light above the kitchen area, which runs across the kitchen. And then you've also got the 3 spotlights here on this side, and they are now dimmable lights, so you can actually dim those lights. And then you can also check your leisure battery levels and also your water levels on that screen, as well as activate the inverter. So on the Explorer package, you do get the upgraded electrics. So you get the 120 watt solar panel on the roof, you get the 1000 watt inverter, and then the upgraded 100 amp lithium leisure battery. So the Explorer package does mean you can wild camp, so you don't need to be plugged in at a campsite. You can actually plug things into those sockets off grid. And then we also now offer an induction package, which means you can have a completely gas-free van. So it's an induction hob, and then we double the capacity of the electrics again on top of this, which means you are able to plug in e-bikes and all sorts of different things into the inverter. So if you are interested in going completely gas-free, that is an option now, and you'll see the price of that in our conversion spec brochure, which you'll find on the homepage of our website. So yeah, everything's controlled on that little display. You've got the 2 240 volt sockets, you've got the 2 USB points there as well, and then that little control at the top of the display, that's the diesel heater display, and that's how you turn on your diesel heater, and you can set the timer and the thermostat and everything there as well. And then you've got a decent size wardrobe cupboard at the back there as well, and then you've also got the locker cupboard above the rib bed. And then 2 nice sized locker cupboards above the kitchen area as well. Then we've put a black scenic canvas on this van, so it's the black rooftop and the black scenic canvas that opens right up, and that comes as standard on the Traveller and the Explorer package. So basically it doesn't matter which package you go for, whether you go for the Traveller or the Explorer, you do get that scenic canvas. And these Westubs roofs come with a 5-year warranty, and they're really, really good quality. We've never had one problem with these roofs since we've been going for the last 3 years. So really, really good roofs. So what I'll do now is just quickly go around to the back of the van and just show you the rear of the van with the tailgate up. Okay, so this is the back of the rib bed. So you've got a nice bit of storage here, about 1.5 foot of space for storage at the back of the rib bed. And then this cupboard door also opens at the back here, so you can access under the bed from the rear. And again, you can see there you've got plenty of storage space in there. And then at the back here, you've got a cupboard at the top behind the wardrobe, which has got the shower point in there and also the tow bar stuff. So we have fitted a rear shower point for Fred on this van. And then this is the shower point here. So you attach your shower attachment there, and you can then clip the attachment at the top here. And then you can wash your boots and dogs and things like that. And then because this van's got gas on it, you've got a gas locker inside here. So that's a 907 camping gas bottle that goes in there. It's nice and neat out of the way. The only problem with the gas is that it does take up that space, but with the upgraded induction package you don't have the gas on the van obviously, so this cupboard is free, so you do have some more storage space with that. And then with regard to the water attachment is just under the van there. That's where you plug on a hose pipe to that and turn it onto your outside tap, and that's how you fill your 60 litres of water. And then, as I said, we have fitted a tow bar on this van for Fred, so that's a detachable tow bar, so we can do that for you as part of the conversion if you want that. And then your hookup point is just on this side of the van, just there. So that's where you hook up at the at campsites. And then because the van's had the Explorer, we have fitted the rear speakers in the tailgate, so you get that as part of the Explorer package, just to give you some extra surround sound. And then the other thing I forgot to mention is we do put the universal awning rail on the passenger side, which runs all the way down the side, and that will allow you to attach virtually all awnings and canopies. Or we can fit a Fiamma canopy on there, which pulls out with a little stick. You just sort of wind it out. Some people like that, but most of our customers prefer the rail, so they can use whichever kind of awning they want to use. Okay, so that's it for my little walk around of this amazing camper. I'd really love to get your feedback, so please do let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below on YouTube. I really do like to get the feedback, it's really helpful. And if you are in the market for a VW camper before spring, we do have some availability in May. So our next available conversion slot as it stands right now is in May, for completion in May, but we only have one slot left, and that probably will get taken within the next week or so. So if you are keen to use our source and convert service or bring your own van for a conversion, and you want it completed and ready for spring this year, then it would be a really good idea to get in touch with us and have a chat with us and try and reserve a slot. So all you need to do is just go to our website, which is highlifecampers.co.uk, go to the contact page, send us a message through the website, or you can actually schedule a call directly in my calendar and I will call you for a chat and we can talk through the options and the schedule. And if you are new to the VW camper world and you're just going through that research phase, make sure you check out all the other videos we've got on the channel. There's about 150 videos that we've done now over the last 3 years, and I've answered lots of questions that we know people have when they're going through that research phase, because when you invest in this kind of money into a camper, you really do need to have your questions answered and you do need to be making the right decisions. So make sure you have a browse through my other videos, and if you've not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that so you don't miss any of my new releases. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will get notified when a new video goes up. And if you've not already downloaded our guides, we've got a VW camper buyer's guide where we talk through the process of kind of buying a camper, but we've also got our conversion spec brochure where we basically go through the details of our conversion packages, what goes into them, and also the prices of those. And I'm going to put links to both of those guides just below this video on YouTube, and you can also download them directly from the homepage of our website, so make sure you do that. And if you've got value from this video and you've enjoyed the content, please also consider hitting that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Speak soon.